Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Forgotten Gear Restorations. We're duking it out with this old JCM 800. And we got the green light to go ahead and do some full restorative work while I'm waiting for the new caps to come in. Might as well tackle all the action over at the power tube sockets and straighten out some jacks out back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your mom and them. You know what's happening. Bye. All right, back inside this this old mid-80s JCM 800. And we got the green light for a full cab job and do what it takes to get her back into the fight in a reliable and toneful way, and that's what we're going to do. So I've already straightened out these jacks here. I'm going to go ahead and take care of that nasty-looking bus wire, though. I don't like the way that looks. There was a nut missing on the center one, which was causing it to rotate and then torque the other guys there, pulling them out of alignment. So we're going to just remove all the wiring from that guy and make sure there's no preloaded tension on it. And we're going to add some nice new straight bus wire there and just neaten the whole thing up. All right, Aldo, a lot cleaner, I'd say. I upgraded the gauge of the wire as well. All right, here's that affected socket, and then you can see just around the perimeter just a lot of funk. And this right here, the actual screen grid. Let me get you a better angle. If you look there, the actual wire that's delivering the screen voltage is just tacked onto the bottom of that terminal there. And I'm going to go ahead and clean up all the junk that the other dude left behind. See, it's just hanging there. So, and I'll scrub off that socket and make sure that it's not conductive. All right, we got the screen grid resistors and the grid stoppers set up. Scrub the sockets. Good news is there's no conductivity there. Even heated up. I'm going to try to see if I can apply another coat of WD-40 on a little rust spot there and knock it down a little bit more. But otherwise, I've desoldered the leads to all the filter caps, and then those will go off next. And I do have to order the replacements. After that, she'll be good to go. In the meantime, I'm going to take care of the bias caps here, also the phase inverter coupling caps, and then we'll do a good inspection on the bottom of the board as well. Clean out these pots, the whole thing. All right, Aldo, so this is what that distorted, bulgy vent looks like. You could see the raised portion in the middle. All right, that was the one that was on the screen supply. That guy was just really nasty. This was your primary filter cap. Well, the first node, the reservoir, and then the preamp as well. You can see it's starting to develop there. You can probably, it's hard to get a good angle on it with the lighting right now. But that guy is going to be a troublemaker as well. So good thing we got these guys out of here. I'm going to order up some F&T caps that'll fit not only the aesthetic look, but they're also probably some of the finest caps you can get for this particular job. So I'll update you soon. Bye.